started.
Let's just talk a little bit about the tempo of the game, how they wanted to play, and how y'all were able to, to get them sped up at times.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, even last year's game, I mean, they play at one of the slowest paces in the country. They're really deliberate. And so what we did is we shadowed, it's kind of an NBA defense when teams are trying to look to, play at a little bit more of a pace where we go trap their point guard in the backcourt, try to get him to throw the ball back to the inbounder, and then we banana cut back. Some teams have tried to put guards back there, and we're still able to execute that defense. We did not run it as much last year because we didn't have a shot blocking rim protector. And so Connor's a big key to our shadow because he just stands back and is our goalie, Dudley. So that was kind of the defense that we tried to utilize from the get-go. And then, like I said, when Connor came out, we kind of lost that true goalie in the back line of our defense. And so we gave up some easy layups.
Yeah, Eric, this was definitely a different kind of game than the other night. I mean, you kind of had to grind it out with your defense. I know you had more turnovers than what you like, but just how'd you feel about kind of winning a different way and about, JD giving you, boost up the bench, and you said after the right away, and that might be his role, and I guess he did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah, I mean, JD's, he's a guy that can make the spectacular shot. We got to get him to be a little bit more intense and not be so nonchalant at times when he's out there, both defensively and offensively. But we'll keep talking to him because he's a really talented offensive player. And he's a really, really good rebounder as a guard. But we turned it over too much. Desi with 5 turnovers is, just way, way too much. And the 16 turnovers a lot. But we're still trying to figure out who we are. And obviously, we're still a work in progress. And you talk about a North Texas team that starts 4 seniors, and they all understand their roles. I think that our roles are kind of fluctuating game by game.
Nate?
Eric, what did you do particularly on Hamlet? Because he really was no factor tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of assign a star to someone on the other team, or a heartbeat, or cut the snake's head off, so to speak. And Hamlet's a guy that we wanted to keep off the foul line. We did a pretty good job. He only took 4 free throws attempted, which is under his average. And then we just kind of wanted him to have to give the ball up in the backcourt, not in the front court. Thought we did a great job of limiting his touches. I mean, he's a conference player of the year returner in their conference. And obviously for us to hold him to 1 of 4. And that's what Jalen Tate does. He was a great defender at Northern Kentucky. And obviously with his length at that point guard position, I thought Tate's defense on Hamlet was phenomenal.
Scotty?
Hey, Coach, just wondered what you thought of Justin Smith tonight. He hit a couple jumpers for you, but, still played a pretty physical game on the interior too.
Yeah, I mean, Justin can do a better job on the defensive backboards. We certainly, we certainly need him to defensive rebound a little bit better than he did. But I thought, we ran some plays for him tonight, and I thought he did a great job of converting. He was selective in his 3-point shots, 2 for 3. He shot the ball when his feet were set. And, coming out of halftime, a big point of emphasis was our defense, trying to pick up our defense. And I think we held them for about, 4 minutes and 55 seconds or maybe 5 minutes where they did not score. And I thought that really, changed the complexion of the game, was our defensive intensity to start the second half.
Hayden?
Hey, Coach, just your thoughts on Moses' performance tonight. Maybe he got the nerves out a little bit, being able to play his second game, just 2 of 9 from the field, but he was able to get to the free throw line tonight, and just your thoughts on how he played. Yeah, I mean, Moses is one of our best free throw shooters for sure. And his shots both in games 1 and tonight, I mean, he's going to shoot a higher percentage because he's too good a shooter. I think that for the younger guys, shot selection, just trying to figure out, when they should shoot, when they should pass. That's just kind of a work in progress. And
But Mo's a great foul shooter. He's one of our best free throw shooters, obviously going 6 for 6. I think he can defensive rebound a little bit more, but he did a great job of jumping in the passing lanes and creating steals for us tonight.
Troy.
Yeah, Coach, I know it was an 80-point win tonight, but what did you like from your team tonight compared to the win a couple of days ago?
Well, I just think you've got to win different ways. And you know, the bottom line, Troy, is that, you know, Mississippi Valley State shoots real quick in the first 12 seconds of the Mississippi Valley State does in the first 12 seconds of the shot clock. And North Texas is one of the slowest teams. And when Coach Ruda put this schedule together, we wanted to play contrasting styles of play. So now we played against a deliberate, experienced team. We played against a team that likes to get up and down. And you know, it's important that we play our brand of basketball and we figure out whatever that other team's tempo is, how do we play at our tempo? And I thought we did that tonight. I really did. I mean, we didn't shoot the ball great, but that's a tribute to their defense. But I loved how we got to the foul line with 26 FTAs against a team that really loves to take charges.
Dudley.
You kept the rotation down a little bit tonight. Was that just the style of the game and didn't play a couple of guys or didn't extend a lot of guys?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who you'd take out tonight, Dudley. I thought that Justin was absolutely incredible in our shadow defense. When he came out, you know, I thought our shadow got picked apart, but he's strong, long, understands spacing on that backcourt trap. And then Connor was so good. And then we kind of rotated 3 guards. And, you know, certainly KK's, you know, done a great job for us and Jalen Williams but you got to make some tough decisions. I mean, Jalen Williams has been one of our best practice players. He talks, he's got great energy. But the game sometimes dictates, you know, I mean, we made a change in our starting lineup tonight after a big win. So, you know, there's just decisions that you got to make.
Last one, Bob.
Yeah, Eric, what'd you think of your? I know you weren't happy with your 3-point defense. You held North Texas down pretty good. And then I couldn't quite hear what you said about Connor on the radio. If maybe you wouldn't mind talking about his game, all those rebounds and block shots.
Yeah, Connor was great, Bob. I mean, he altered shots, you know, 6 block shots, 16 rebounds, 14 defensive rebounds. I thought that North Texas did a good job of crowding Connor, but he didn't force it. You know, I mean, sometimes you can have a huge impact on a game, and it's important for all of our guys on our roster to understand Connor contributed in so many ways, but he only had 6 points. He only took 4 shots, but he did a great job impacting the win. And so it's not always about scoring the basketball. It's a lot of little things that go into it. But he and Justin were phenomenal in that shadow because, you know, Connor's role in our shadow is to be a goalie, and Justin's role is to kind of pick and choose when he soft traps in the backcourt. And then they're playing with numbers once they give the ball to Justin's man. And Connor's kind of guarding 2 people. And I thought he did a great job on the back line of the defense for us as our goalie.
Thanks, Muss. Nice win.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Scott.
Appreciate it, Coach.